She's heartbroken after finding out her husband cheated on her with Aima. She's taken a bath, trying to drown out her sorrows, when Shofan comes by to check on her. She opens up, saying she worked so hard every day for their company, that she didn't even notice her husband had fallen for someone else. She spends the next few days crying all over the place. And while Li Fen and Shofan are there to comfort her, they're also getting a little tired of the constant tears. A little while later, Yashi's husband tells her the affair is over. Meanwhile, Yan Feng lets Gecko and Yin Yin know she's heading to the US and doesn't plan on coming back. She tells them she was terrified of surgery because if it went wrong, her film career would have been over. She misses her granddaughter and wants to be around to watch her grow up. As Gecko's helping her pack, he finds out she's keeping her house. She wants him to live there instead of renting that cheap place he's been staying in, and she encourages him to find a partner to share meals with. Gecko starts sobbing, saying he'll miss her so much, and she thanks him for taking care of her all this time. Yashi later sits down with her husband, telling him how proud she was of their company and of him for creating something so amazing. He insists it's all because of her, and as he reads her a letter he wrote, thanking her for being his leading lady from back when he was just a nobody, he breaks down, apologizing for everything. Afterward, as Aima's manager, Yashi informs her that a Korean director wants her in his next project. He saw The Girlhood and loved her performance in it. Yashi lays down some tough terms for managing Aima over the next 5 years. If she ever stops getting her roles or keeping her on projects, no one in the industry will even know her name. She warns Aima that while Mr. Lee might adore her and put her in his films, he only releases a movie every 5 years. After one of their films is released, Yashi finds out her husband scored 4 nominations. She has a few drinks with him and quickly leaves afterward. The next day, Yashi shocks her husband by telling him she's filing for divorce. Shofan, meanwhile, finds out that Rogue has resigned and gone back to his hometown in Yonlin. She watches a video of him where he confesses his feelings for her. Shofan decides to head to Yonlin to look for Rogue. She finds him on a bus, but he hides from her. She calls out, apologizing, admitting she was scared and a coward. She tells him he's the best thing that ever happened to her, thanks him for caring about her, and finally confesses that she wants to be with him. He hugs her and they both confess their feelings. Aima ends up with the Best Actress nomination, and she goes to see Miss Chubby, feeling a little lost and missing her. Miss Chubby isn't around, but Aima remembers her advice. No crying, only A-listers get to cry. Now living the high life, Aima keeps busy with photo shoots and even spends time with Shofan, though things between them are a bit icy. Even though she's achieved so much, she doesn't look too thrilled about it. The photographer and Shofan tell her to lift her head and sit up straight. So Aima pulls herself together, puts on a big smile, and the season ends.